Anthony Giovinazzo. Cynapsus listed on the Nasdaq in June at $14 a share. It was already trading in Toronto. Can you tell me what kind of flexibility this U.S. listing gave you?
Well, Greg, it's provided us three important aspects. One is it gives us a lot more visibility in the United States, which we are going to try and pursue and take advantage of. It brought us some very sophisticated institutional investors from the United States who know this space quite well, which gives us some credibility. And we tied with the uplisting the ability to, and we raised a substantial amount of money, which allows us to pursue the program that we're currently embarked on.
And it's already trading up. So let's just take a step back and talk about the product, which is a sublingual film which will help Parkinson's patient sufferers. Can you talk about what it's designed to do?
So Parkinson's patients, there are about 1 million of them in the United States and another 2 to 3 million in the rest of the world. Approximately 50 to 60% of them experience something called freezing episodes or off episodes. It's a rigidity that sets in and occurs anywhere from 1 to several times per day. Could last 1 to 2 hours per event. So there is a drug. It's approved in the US, Europe, Japan, and several other countries. And it is the only drug that will allow you to go from off to on very quickly. The problem with that drug, it's delivered as a subcutaneous injection, a syringe injection, and it has a number of drawbacks. What we've done is created a sublingual film that allows us to place the film under the tongue. It dissolves in 1 to 3 minutes, and it delivers the right amount of drug in the right period of time to get these patients, in a vernacular, unstuck very quickly.
And I think right now you're in phase 3 trials. Can you talk about the timeline to how long we're going to see it to get to market?
So we actually have started or initiated our first of 2 phase 3 trials, an efficacy trial which had first patient in June, and that should see data in the May-June timeframe 2016. And in late August, early September, we're going to start the safety part of that second trial, and we should see the data on that near to the end of 2016. At that point, we'll file what's called an NDA, New Drug Application, with the FDA, and it could take up to at least a year thereafter to get approval.
And are you working with anybody on this? So are you working with the people that already have the drug on the market?
No, we're not. We own the rights to the technology. The drug is generic from that perspective, and we are pursuing the development of this drug candidate for the next year to 18 months. And then we'll actually also consider commercializing in the United States if appropriate.
And the listing and the subsequent offering gave you $90 million in cash. Is this enough to get you to market? Can you just talk a little bit about your burn rate?
Sure. So it was actually 72 million plus another 20 million that we had in the bank going into this exercise. The 90 million allows us to complete the clinical studies, submit the regulatory application in the US, and wait the year to have hopefully approval. It also allows us to do some what we call pre-approval commercialization preparedness work, and in fact allow us also to complete the clinical and regulatory work in Europe to allow us to submit in Europe as well. So it would allow us to really reach a point where we can commercialize in the US and license the rest of the world, or ex-US rights, with a very late stage asset with regulatory approval pending or received, as the case may be. The 90 million would get us to that point. If we commercialize in the United States, we will then need to take advantage of some other aspects of our balance sheet and determine if we're going to do a capital raise or, in fact, wait for warrants to be exercised, which we have. That could give us a significant capital raise as well.
And then finally, is this delivery mechanism applicable to other diseases as well? I mean, you're attacking Parkinson's. Can you use it elsewhere?
So that's a great question, Greg. The system was designed specifically to address this drug that is the only drug that's been approved to turn you on, as they say, or get you out of that frozen state or stuck state. It is not a platform per se, but we are going to be exploring the potential use of that drug and that strip in something called restless leg syndrome, which is also a significant problem in the United States and Europe as well.
All right, well, thanks for coming on and talking about it.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for watching The Street.